Medicaid in Washington state is known as Apple Health, and without Apple Health, Harborview Medical Center here in Seattle would not exist, according to the CEO. The proposed federal cuts to Medicaid go far beyond impacts on healthcare facilities. It affects patients as young as children, one of the most vulnerable populations who rely on the service. This is 7-year-old Malachi, a child from DuPont who loves his mother and all things purple.
He is the most active kid. He is so social. He loves coming to things like this because he gets to meet other people and hang out.
He was born with spina bifida, epilepsy, and congenital heart defects. Whitney Storr says for years, Apple Health has covered his health expenses that her family just could not afford on their own. But now, a federal proposal to cut Medicaid funding puts the money they rely on for Malachi's health at risk.
Loss of Medicaid would be financially devastating. We're a middle-class family. We live a middle-class life, and we don't have the money to just shoot it out in different directions because we lose his Medicaid.
More than 1.9 million Washingtonians are currently enrolled in Apple Health. Almost half of them are children, many who have dire health needs.
Medicaid is the most important children's health program in the U.S. Almost half of the kids and teens in the United States are covered under Medicaid, and that includes over 900,000 kids in Washington state.
In February, U.S. House Republicans voted to advance President Donald Trump's budget resolution. It proposes an $880 million cut from federal health care programs like Medicaid. U.S. Senator Maria Cantwell spoke at Harborview Medical Center, standing against the idea.
It's an assault on an essential program.
Potential cuts to the program would not only impact patients, but also the health facilities that treat them. Cantwell's team conducted a statewide study last month, finding congressional districts 7 and 9 alone received the highest amounts of Medicaid payments for hospital care in 2024.
The new report found that Medicaid funded $3.3 billion worth of hospital care in Washington state. So our hospitals like Harborview, Seattle's Children, Fred Hutch, Evergreen, and many others rely on that payment.
Health officials say jobs, programs, and services could also be on the chopping block due to the proposed federal cuts. Storr says she's in disbelief a proposal that could hurt millions nationwide is even being considered in the first place.
Is it's looking at all of these people and it's saying, we don't care about you. And that is not American. Those are not our values. Those are not family values. Those should not be anybody's values, and yet that is where we are. And that is terrifying.
This proposal is still being discussed in the U.S. Senate. Senator Cantwell is urging people in all districts to contact their congressional leaders to share their concerns and possibly make a difference. Reporting in Seattle, Frankie Thompson, Fox 13 News.